I think Justin Olam's their heartbeat. I really do. I think he's their inspiration. 170 metres carrying the footy. He had 13 tackle busts last week. Yeah, there's no doubt that it's going to be a lot of transition this game. There's going to be a lot of yardage sets, and he's going to need to carry the ball physically and inspire his teammates.
Yeah, for me, Edwin Apape's been the standout for PNG in this tournament. He's been absolutely sensational. Anytime there's a quick ruck, he's going. And off the back of that, that's where the Cummels are going to have to play, because he's just out there probing in behind the ruck. He's been sensational for the Cummels all tournament.
What about that, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Prince of Wales, Kate Middleton.
Well, that shows the significance of the occasion, and that's what our game is attracting now. So it gives our game more profile, which it desperately needs over there.
Yeah, big moment there, as you can see, with Martin, the back rower from Papua New Guinea, introducing to the team. And it's a big game for Papua New Guinea. It's a big game for their nation. We know that they'll all be watching. Can
you imagine Port Moresby?
They live and breathe it, Mick. They live and breathe it.
They'd be going off. For people here in Australia, you've got you can't comprehend what it's like over there. The minute you step off the plane as an NRL player, they just adore rugby league. They live and breathe it. And you're right, James. Every single place in the Highlands, in Papua New Guinea, in Port Moresby would be full at the moment, and they are right behind the home team. They absolutely adore their national team. Reece Martin, they're obviously introducing all these players. It's a huge occasion for this Papua New Guinea side.
It's a big moment and a huge game for both nations. Let's get out to the commentary team at DW Stadium.
Maybe attend one of Lee Leopard's games next year in the Super League. Sylvester Namo, the young prop forward. Dan Russell from the Brisbane Tigers. There's the winger Roderick Tai. Only made his debut against Tonga in the first game of this tournament, but 2 tries in 3 games since then, and he's really settled in to this competition. Last and certainly not least, Wellington Albert, the London Broncos prop forward. Well, these will be nervous moments for both sides. Introduced to royalty and ahead of a big game. Well, the rain, clearly no respecter of royalty. Liam Moore, the referee, being introduced now. Dorian Ferner and Jack Smith, the 2 touch judges down there as well. She's certainly enjoying speaking to players and officials, and now she'll move along the England line here. Sam Tompkins, the skipper. Tommy Makinson alongside him as well. You'll have to wait your turn. Can I introduce you, Mum? No doubt. There's Tommy Makinson. And along the line she goes, Jack Wellesby. Well, I think they might be discussing tactics here as well. I'll get a little point towards the rain. I wonder if Sam's explaining how important George Williams' kicking game is going to be today. Young Herbie Farnworth, what a terrific tale he has got to tell as well. Moving to the other side of the world from his home in Blacko near Burnley as a teenager, all the way to Brisbane Broncos to make his name in the NRL. He's certainly done that. And here's another who took a similar journey, Tom Burgess, the South Sydney prop forward. What a day for those young ball boys as well. It's terrific. Oh, this is a proper meet and greet, isn't it? Elliot Whitehead, the next to shake hands, John Bateman. Matty Lees and George Williams, and Chris Hill's there as well. Starts today in the front row as Chris Hill. It's a formidable looking England pack today. Victor Radley, maybe just explaining why he's got an Australian accent that he's playing for England. It's all about my dad, he'll be telling her. Mike Cooper, next in the line. And Dom Young, who's been creating some headlines over these last few weeks or so. A cool customer. Callum Watkins and Kai Pearce-Paul at the end, who's 18th man for England today. And huge reception as well for the Princess of Wales. As she exits for the stand, she will be sitting with a couple of the English women players who were triumphant in their game a short while ago, 54 points to 4 against Canada. That has booked their place in the semi-finals. They have the Papua New Guinean women to play next to decide who goes through as group leaders and play, you'd expect, either New Zealand or Australia. But right now, we stand for the national anthems.
Sing of our joy to be free, praising God and rejoicing to be Papua New Guinea. Shout our name.
sometimes you stand amidst a throng and your spine tingles, and that has just happened at the end of that national anthem. Belief in this English side is growing as the tournament goes on, and the noise inside the stadiums has been growing as well. And how wonderful to hear both anthems wonderfully respected. We're going to have a moment here to mark Movember Mental Fitness, the Mental Fitness charity. This is where everybody will be asked to make some noise. The message being, don't be silent, make a noise about how you feel.
Usually we mark tragedies like this with a moment of silence. But today, Movember are asking you to do the opposite by joining in a moment against silence. We want you to talk, clap, shout, cheer and bang your feet
Here we go.
as loud as you can to show support